We're inspired to build homes with a purpose.
We're able to put out the product that makes the most sense for that particular street, block, and price point.
Take life to the next level in every way.
It's where local meets global and where Houston's energy truly comes to life.
Really, the city just, craves connection.
From functional floor plans to wellness-focused features, homes should make you feel safe and be the perfect expression of you.
We're talking precision, performance, and how shared passions can build real connection.
We're here in one of the many Harvard homes.
Build, design, development.
We develop for the betterment of our communities, not to the detriment.
Stay tuned as we show you the people that shape Houston, the founders, the doers, and synergies that make it all happen in this city.
I'm Beth Silva, founder of Harvard Homes and co-owner of Happen Houston, Twine Society, and 621.
And I'm Michael Silva, founder of Happen Houston, 621, and Twine Society, and co-founder of Harvard Homes.
Together, we spent the last decade building a vertically integrated real estate business that covers every stage of homeownership, from construction and investing to buying, selling, and design. In this first episode, we're giving you a proper introduction inside our lives and everything we've built.
And we're showcasing the people, the places, and the synergies fueling Houston's momentum. In one of the fastest growing cities in America, you'll get an inside look at the deals, developments, and decisions shaping its future and how we make it all happen.
From behind the scenes at home and on the job site,
to fast cars, city views, and conversations with the people driving real change in Houston.
Welcome to the Houston Collective.
Welcome to Real Estate's Renaissance. Here, there are no salespeople, only artisans, architects, and engineers of a more perfect real estate experience. An experience driven by vision and defined by a process that honors tradition and instinct, an innate understanding of the mechanics and emotions of a move. We move with meticulousness. We act at the right moment to give you confidence, not just in the here and now, but throughout all of your moments to come.
Home isn't just about having a roof over your head. It's about having the right roof. A layout that gives you energy, bedrooms that provide sanctuary. Home should make you feel safe and be the perfect expression of you. Community comes through thoughtful connection, engaging and celebrating our neighbors, thinking mindfully about how our neighborhoods will evolve. We develop for the betterment of our communities, not to the detriment. We're inspired to build homes with a purpose. We believe that by building homes inspired by the people who live in them, we can better our community, one roof at a time.
They aren't just homes. They're where astronauts are raised, where world leaders take their first steps, where love is built and loss is mourned, where real life happens, and all of its chaos and beauty. We know what a home can hold because we've lived it.
This is real estate done right. This is life built right. Love this sink here. I also think that this is going to be a nice touch, this floor to ceiling. I like this. Again, everything is from here to here. You have this big island. We're here in one of the many Harvard homes that we have available on the market, designed and built by us and listed with our team, Happen Houston. One of our major competitive advantages is that we are vertically integrated. From land acquisition to design, build, construction, and then listing after is all handled in-house.
You're very dialed in on what their priorities, and that's where we're able to put out the product that makes the most sense for that particular street, block, and price point.
I think too, being a busy mom myself, really kind of implementing the functionality into design really has allowed us to stand apart whenever we do come to the market.
I think it shows in the numbers. So we're talking 5% non-refundable deposit before the home is even at sheetrock.
Then you have this insane kitchen to dining, big, huge windows, Love these sliding doors.
Have we built this plan?
No, this is a new plan. Look at this patio. Just a few short years ago, we were strictly doing remodels, but as the neighborhood has rapidly changed and grown, the buyer need and the priority of the family has changed tremendously. What's been cool is that with working with Happen, I get to hear it all firsthand.
We were introduced to all things planning, design, architectural engineering early on in our career. So we were constantly surrounded by those conversations of build, design, development. 2015, 2016, we're like, hold up, why don't we just do this ourselves?
We were also, I think, the target buyer. You know, we were a young married couple. We didn't need much. Then, you know, after several years of being married, we wanted to have a baby. Because of our integration, I'm hearing specifically from the buyers themselves, but I'm also experiencing it myself in real life. 2 boys, 6 and 8 years old. 5 years ago, my life was really different. It's really important that we build a home that does change with those life cycles as well. Lots of storage, beverage cooler, liquor pull out over here, which I think is pretty cool. That way you can have all of your drinks.
Yeah.
You know. This is fun. It's like a mini Texas attic. I wouldn't fight with you about
This is cool.
the Christmas tree. This could also be a dollhouse. Put like little shelves for books. It has a light, so I think it's super cool, right?
Awesome. It's not just representing a buyer and seller, it's understanding everything from the mechanics and the emotions of a move, but also anything related to construction, planning, or design, things that they may not be content with, things that they want to change.
Light fixtures, those are super easy to change. Hardware, super easy to change. And being able to show them and help them understand that change can easily be inserted into a product that they're interested in. You know, Michael being really involved with developers, I've been able to bring a lot of the insights of their potential buyers to avoid costly mistakes down the road.
Yeah, I think it's one thing to tell a buyer or seller, this is what we suggest, but also another to back it up with data. We have Excel sheets upon Excel sheets for years and years. So to say, hey, we can get that done and this is exactly what it's going to cost is a
Yeah, it's been
major
very
advantage.
helpful. Huge pantry. This is 3420 square feet.
Yeah.
Huge pantry. Oak Forest has been such a focus for us because we are Oak Forest. Moved in as a young married couple with no kids, got a dog, a couple years later added some boys, and now we're really looking to plant roots in the community. It's the true area for a urban family.
But what's awesome is that we're also seeing this shift where we're getting the grandparents now starting to move into the neighborhood to be closer to their kids and grandkids. It's amazing to be able to cater to all of those needs and life cycles through Happen Houston and Harvard Homes. I think all of these deep insights that we get through representing these buyers and sellers in this neighborhood, but also being intimately involved in the process of planning and design and construction, all it does is arm us with even more tools in our toolbox to serve those, even in other neighborhoods all across Houston and the suburbs. Yeah, it's funny. On calls with Beth and open houses with Beth, Zooms with Beth, and she has this following. She's now being referred to as the modern day Martha Stewart, and I think it's a testament to the fact that you are nailing just kind of the design.
The modern woman has really changed. You know, whether you work inside or outside of the home, there are always spaces I feel like that are underutilized. You know, drop spaces, mud rooms, the way that kitchens flow. Not just that it looks great, but that it functions. So that when you're here, it does really kind of recharge you and it doesn't feel like that weight of like, oh my Lord, all of my kids' things are everywhere. Or let's say you don't have children, then you don't just have this big wasted house of empty space that doesn't feel like you can actually live in it. Through our integration with Happen, I am able to really bring something unique to our clients. Trees to keys, from land acquisition to planning and design to thoughtful marketing at the end of the project is really something that Harvard has built a niche in the neighborhood for. great, right?
All right, let's roll.
Okay.
That was fucking nice.
Now we're stepping into my world, from running a construction company to raising a family, where I've learned to lead with rhythm, build and design with purpose, houses that not only look good, but help you live well. Now we're getting to the part of the story that doesn't always make it on camera. What it actually takes to run multiple businesses, lead a construction company, raise a family, and still carve out space for myself. I've learned you can't do everything, but you can build the right systems and ask for help. Having structure gives me space to lead better, live better, and reset when I need to. The more I prioritize taking care of myself, the more it shaped how we design and build. From functional floor plans to wellness-focused features, every Harvard home is built around what matters most: how we live, how we feel, and how we care for ourselves in our own space.
You often get asked how you do it all. How do you do it?
Well, the answer is I don't. I don't do it all, but I'm really good at kind of prioritizing and implementing systems in the household that help me be a better version of myself. But honestly, it also helps me thoughtfully plan homes as the mom, the wife, the daughter, the neighbor. I really kind of want my house and the homes that we create to function in all of those different arenas. But more importantly, I also ask for help. I have someone who helps me at home. I have someone who helps me with fitness and nutrition. I have somebody who helps me with clothes. I have someone that helps me take notes on calls. I used to think that asking for help really kind of was a sign of weakness, but what I've learned is that it gives me a little bit more freedom to actually get things done during the day. I think women in general tend to take on because they don't want to feel less than, but I have learned that that was actually keeping me from doing all of the things that I needed to get done by kind of martyring myself. So I really just take a step back and ask for the little bits of help that I need.
Where do you pull ideas or inspiration from when you're designing a home?
Because of being kind of the center of the household, I also really pay attention to the details, from countertop details, but more to when I'm kind of drawing inspiration, whether that's through travel or even just through my desire for like a new color. It's funny, each of the houses that I've lived in, there always kind of is a theme, but more than anything, I want to make sure that it reflects that a man also lives in the house with me. So how do I do that? Mixing patterns, I think mixing textures. You know, blues and greens are really great neutrals, and so you'll see a lot of the infusion of blues and greens. But if I get a chance to flex some of my pink desires, I definitely like to see, you know, kind of those more feminine colors come in masculine ways. At the end of the day, it's not just about building homes. It's about building a life that feels aligned. One with space to lead, space to grow, and space to be present. That's what I want for myself, and that's what I hope to create for every family we build for. Because when your home supports you, everything else gets stronger. Now let's take a different kind of tour. Michael's up next.
We're talking precision, performance. It's not just about the cars. It's about the people. Freedom Supercars. It's a launch pad for powerful relationships. Next, we're stepping into Freedom Supercars, where I'm personally a member. one of my favorite places in the city, not just for the horsepower, but for what it represents. Yes, it's a place to be around and have access to some of the world's finest supercars, light up a cigar, grab a drink or coffee, but more importantly, it's a launch pad for powerful relationships. Today I'm with Chris Smith, partner here at Freedom Supercars, along with a good friend who first introduced me to Freedom, Brett Harmeling of Happy Life Labs. We're talking precision, performance, and how shared passions can build real connection.
Welcome to Freedom Supercars. We've got a private membership base that gives members the access to drive all of the supercars here in the collection. Outside of just our cars, it's more than just driving. Our members get access to a handful of things like our social events, our community where we get to grow together, lifestyle travel opportunities, and all the things that boast with membership. So why drive one when you could drive them all? Freedom Supercars membership is just a better way to do it.
So back in 2023, was writing down goals for all things 2024, 2025, and beyond. One of those things that I wrote down was somehow finding a community that had like this shared passion around all things supercars. I've loved fast cars since I was a little boy. I've owned a few Porsches from GTS to Turbo S. So it's always been just a passion of mine. 2024 rolls around, Brett calls me, says, I just left this club, amazing group of guys, awesome community, and they have a lot of really nice supercars. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Send them a screenshot of my goals. Boom, here we are, 2025. We've now been members for a little bit over a year.
Yeah, it's hard to be in a bad mood when you're around such amazing pieces of art, right? And so the power of community and connection is how to live a life of meaning and purpose. And so as I stepped in this community, it was so cool to see the kind of people that were curated around vehicles and supercars that everyone had a common interest in, and like to be said, like take life to the next level in every way. So super glad to be doing that here with you, Michael.
Heck yeah. When you surround yourself with the founders, creators, and doers who are thinking big and are actually doing it, the conversations, the mindset, the action, it all hits different. That's what makes this place special. It's not just about the cars, it's about the people. Now we're shifting gears to a place that's been a personal reset and the start of a new chapter in both my personal life and business, the Four Seasons, also known as Houston's Living Room.
Welcome to the Four Seasons, affectionately known as Houston's Living Room, for an exclusive look at one of the city's most iconic addresses. This building holds a special place in our hearts. We've owned a condo here since 2020, back when no one was looking to live in high-rise, and it's become a personal sanctuary for us ever since.
In this segment, we'll sit down for a private conversation with the general manager of this amazing establishment and one of my favorite neighbors, Joey Sanchez, fellow resident who also happens to run one of Houston's most beloved networking groups.
We'll take you on a tour of the building, sharing some of our favorite features and hidden gems.
The Four Seasons isn't just home for us. It's the pulse of Houston. It's where local meets global and where Houston's energy truly comes to life.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Houston's Living Room. I'm Tom Segesta, the general manager of the hotel. Come on in and be part of our living room. Enjoy a meal, enjoy a drink. And you know what? You never know who you're going to see in Houston's living room. So come on and enjoy the time here at the Four Seasons in Houston.
Hi, my name is Joey Sanchez, CEO and founder of Cup of Joey, which is a connection platform across the city of Houston to bring people together on purpose and for good. It all started during pandemic when, people were social distancing and they were kind of having an existential crisis, but alone. And Cup of Joey really flourished to become a central place for people to connect and meet. I'm born and raised in Sugar Land, Texas, and I've lived in downtown Houston for 13 years. And really the city just, craves connection. We are from all walks of life and all different backgrounds. We're one of the most diverse cities in the country. And, it's really cool when you see people from all different backgrounds come together around a common idea or a common theme. And that's really what Cup of Joey does best. But I believe Houston has this chance to become a city that just revolutionizes how people come together.
Now that you've spent time in Houston's living room, you have to look at the rest of the hotel and go upstairs to our third floor for our signature restaurant, Toro Toro. You have to go to our speakeasy, Bandista, hidden behind a bookshelf. And after that time in Bandista, come back to the Houston's living room in the lobby. You have to try our secret, our special chocolate cake. In my 37-year career, this is the best chocolate cake that I've ever had.
And with every chocolate cake, you need a cold glass of milk.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay, so obviously Tom was talking about why this place is so amazing. We're in Houston's living room. For something more casual, you have Bayou and Bottle. You want to just get like a quick little pastry, bite, banana, snack, amazing coffee. You have Bayou and Bean. Definitely just super chill, great spot to be like before the game. This place will get packed for Astros
And
Rockets.
they have great burger deals on Tuesdays.
The burgers are on point.
And the burgers are delicious. Concerts, Astros games, even rodeo season. It gets really wild in here, and it's a great jumping off point.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
a good place to be. Toro Toro, to me, has like Cabo vibes.
Of course.
Like when you're going out in Cabo and you go to all those amazing restaurants there, that's what this feels like.
Smoky, it's sexy, the food is good.
Awesome presentation. And like 3 of my favorite things in life are steaks, like great steaks, amazing sushi, and tequila. This place has all 3 of those. Amazing vibes, amazing people, amazing service, amazing food, amazing tequila.
Where do you want Michael?
Hello.
Hi. How's it going? Thank
Michael,
you.
Beth, this is where we get our candles for our rooms.
I was gonna say, can you tell us kind of like what are the signature scents? I know there's one Jackie O was really into, so can you give us just a quick little? Oh,
nice.
Beautiful. Thank you.
After you.
Thank you.
After you.
Thank you.
People that wants to customize their own products.
Okay.
So the owner has to interview the person who wants a product for themselves.
Okay.
It's a process, but usually it takes people here to show the history behind the brand. When the perfumery started, what reason are behind the brand, all this.
Prada, Gucci, Chanel, Fendi.
Yeah. I like this little
See
guy.
some Christian Dior.
I also,
Got some YSL.
again, I love a good Dior.
Yeah.
If you're traveling, then you're not packing nice handbags. You're bartering, and then you can decide if you liked the style or not without a big commitment.
They change them out
Often.
regularly.
I was gonna say often, very, very often.
All right, so this is cool because we've got full access to one of our favorite date night spots. Speakeasies are the big thing right now. It feels like for the past year, that's all anybody's talking about, and there's speakeasies popping up everywhere. And to me, this is the best one in Houston. So we're in Bandista, right over here. Oh, actually, the door is opening, so there's the bookshelf. Yeah, that would be awesome. Cool. Yeah, this is cool because this is kind of how it got started for us at the Four Seasons back in 2020 when we just wanted to get out of the house. No one was staying in a hotel, so we got upgraded to a suite like that. And it was one very, very similar to this. And I think we came back twice that month. And that's when we met Eric at the pool. And he was like, why are you guys spending money on hotel rooms? Why don't you just buy a place here? And we were like, that's a good idea.
I thought Michael was crazy, but it's been so fun.
Like, it's such a comfortable stay, and it's become our own little, what we call the jewel box and slice of heaven, staycation, date night, call it whatever you will. But even still having a condo here for Beth's 40th, we even rented a big one. Actually, Michelle upgraded us to the presidential suite, and it was such an amazing stay. We went to 13 Celsius down the street, and then probably had about 15 people back to the room.
Got to sit on the sofa with my girlfriends. It was so nice.
Ordered food, had drinks. So yeah, let's take a look at this place.
Let's do it.
Stay tuned as we show you the people that shape Houston, the founders, the doers, and synergies that make it all happen in this city.